Guys, again, go check out your connection balls. In fact, I just got a couple orders from the Boston Red Sox this week. What's going on, guys? Coach Matt and yougoprobaseball.com here with the man Josh Cathcart, and we're going to talk about some connection ball drills. If you've never seen the connection balls, and Josh has got some great drills that you can do with the connection balls. And first, why are these different sizes?
That's the big thing, y'all, with connection balls. And at this point, if you're in the baseball world as a hitter, pitcher, you've probably seen these connection balls. They're really popular. They are a fantastic tool. I use them a lot for different drills. These inflate and deflate, okay? This is actually, when you get them in the package, this is the exact same ball. This one is aired up more. This one is deflated a little bit. The reason it's important to understand the size difference is because your hitters are different sizes, okay? I gave the example when we were talking. If I've got a little 8-year-old that's having a problem creating space in his front arm, I don't want to give him this full-size balloon. His arms are going to be hanging out this way and he's not going to be able to move. So we would deflate that a little bit, and now for the young guys, really be able to get in here. As the name states, the connection ball is used so that players can feel themselves staying connected. So let's talk about what connection looks like first in hitting. When we talk about getting connected, we are generally talking about connecting the upper half once we get separation from the hips. Okay, so if I was in launch position, I want to get those hips going. There's my hip and shoulder separation. Now I want to start my turn, and at this point, this would be connection, where it's like this back elbow's connecting to the back hip, the barrel's connecting to the rear shoulder. I have my hands, my hip, and my knee kind of stacked or connected together, and then I want to stay here with this box, okay, and being able to stay connected through this turn. When I take the connection ball and I put this in here, that is going to allow me, without any thought on my part, just to turn, and I'm going to create and hold that space in connection. There's various places you can put this. Each one kind of serves a different purpose. I'm going to go ahead and trade out to the bigger size. All right, so for this one, like I said just a second ago, creating that space between the chest and front arm to allow us to get through our swing a little easier. If the front arm gets pinned, we have a tendency to roll over. The other way is you're going to see a lot of players that have initial hand movement in the wrong direction. So they may start here and they start coming out with this. That would be disconnected, okay, where I'd be connected here, disconnected. They may also go down, okay, and if they go down, you're going to feel this thing roll, and now my hands are in a really bad spot, okay? May even go up, and if you get rolling here, you end up getting real steep on this. So this just allows players to feel the proper positioning of the upper body. So let's go ahead, we're going to get into a couple of these. The first one I'm going to do really focuses on keeping our head through the baseball, or through the swing on the baseball. This is one of my favorites. I haven't seen this too many other places. If you have a connection ball, I would highly recommend this one for anybody that has a problem kind of pulling their head up and out of their swing. So the way you would set this up, this is going to go on the front side. Okay, so front arm, create the box. Right in here, I'm going to go ahead and hit this one. And notice where the ball ends up and where my head is. Okay, my head directly down to the tee with my eyes, my back shoulder in line with that tee, and now I've kind of caught this ball on the other side. Let's go ahead and do one more of those. Maintain the box, get into launch, through my swing, release, head down, chin on that right shoulder. One of the hitters that really comes to mind on this one is Nolan Arenado. And he's just a prime example of a guy that really keeps his head down on the ball through the swing a long time. And that connection ball really helps with that. Now, there can be some problems, okay? And I want y'all to be very aware of some of the issues that can come up with this. If we take this and we go into our front arm, one of the things that you want to make sure to avoid is that your hitters don't start sucking this back elbow and start touching forearm to forearm. Notice what position that got the barrel in, okay? This is a barrel dump position, which is going to turn into bat drag. Don't allow that back elbow to touch. We want to be able to come through and get into our connected turn. We're connected right there with that back elbow off of the ball. And remember, we're turning, and then that barrel is going to work under at this point. Go ahead and make your swing. So be very aware that that back elbow doesn't touch. Okay, for the next one, we're just going to prop this up on the backside. And this is going to allow us to really feel the proper position of not only the knob direction, but kind of this rear arm in our launch position. So if we take this right in here, and again, we're just going to work through the turn. Start to come here. Everything stays connected as we get through. Parallel, you can notice where that bat is. If this connection ball wasn't here, okay, I could start to have a lot of problems right in this way or getting that elbow tucked underneath. This is going to force me to hold the angle in the rear arm and get into a proper lag position. Again, this is bat lag. Bat drag would be if we lose this and get stuck and we have to drag the bat through the zone. So we would get set, launch, go ahead and make your swing, and that ball can just shoot out over there for you. The next one that we're going to do, right here in the middle again, on our hands. Okay, just right in the middle, and then we want to kind of roll back to get our hands in that loaded position. And on this one, I'm going to swing over the top slowly the first time. You want to be able to make your swing, and then we're going to stop out at extension. So we have palm up in a good extension position. So right here in the middle, into launch, swing out, all the way to extension. So these are some of my favorite drills with this connection ball. Go get you one of these. You can get them on John's website here. And there's also some uses for pitching.
Those are great drills. Real quick, one thing I want to mention is both of these are the same size. They're 12 inches. I'll leave a link down below where you can get them on my site. Again, Josh said they're just inflated to different sizes. One big thing I get from guys who order it from my website, they're like, where the heck is my connection ball? They don't come inflated, so you're not looking for a big package. It's a very, very small package. So be on the lookout for that in your mailbox. Also, you were talking about one drill that you'd like to stay away with. Can you talk about that one a little bit?
I don't like to get this one kind of back up here. I like to keep it where it's more down in here. Once I get back in this position with this, you'll notice I'm a smaller guy, and this is kind of for the size. This sets my hands way out away from my body. And for me, that's just not a very good position. Even if I get in here, that's a lot of space. I like to bring this ball down and get into this position where it's much more natural.
Guys, again, go check out your connection balls. In fact, I just got a couple orders from the Boston Red Sox this week for a couple connection balls. So, you know, guys of all ages are using this. Pro guys, all the way down to youth baseball. Just identify the issues that your players are having. And, you know, if you can use a tool like this to help them progress, you know, that's something you want to have in your toolbox. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And we'll see you in the next video.
Thank y'all.